This strangely exercising young man's name is Singh, a talented disciple of a famous kung fu master. But after his master passed away, he fell on hard times, wandering the streets and making a living by collecting and selling bottles. Singh was watching a football match on TV when he suddenly exclaimed that the players had no strength in their legs and were playing with the wrong technique. Hearing this, a man sitting next to him asked, "What are you trying to say?" Singh replied, "Their playing technique is not right. Football is about the connection between the feet and the mind." The man then said, "What would you know about any of this? You're just a beggar." Singh then says, "I'm a kung fu master. I help people through kung fu and teach them how to use kung fu not to harm others, but to make life easier. For example, if this girl knew kung fu, she wouldn't have slipped and fallen on that banana peel. So my job is to make everyone understand the importance of kung fu. That's why I've opened a kung fu club, so I can teach kung fu to everyone. Here, take my card." The man then says, "I'm not interested in any of this nonsense. Besides, I'm a football coach myself." Saying this, he stuffs Singh's card into a can and angrily throws it at Singh. Instantly, Singh kicks the can and sends it flying into the air. Seeing this, the man says, "What are you thinking? Do you think seeing your little tricks will make me join your club and learn kung fu? I will never do that." This man's name is Fung, who, as a boy, was an exceptionally outstanding football player. For his incredible playing, the cheering audience gave him the prestigious title Golden Leg. But Fung, tempted by the lure of money, deliberately missed a crucial goal in the biggest match of his life at the suggestion of his teammate Hung. Seeing this, the audience present there erupted in anger, beat him up, and broke his leg, ending the career of the famous Golden Leg right then and there. Now, Hung is the wealthy owner of a huge football team, while Fung, limping, follows him around and works as his assistant, hoping that one day Hung will make him the coach of his team. But Hung shatters that hope. Hung says, "A useless person like you can never be the coach of my team. You used to be Golden Leg, but now you're nothing but a big belly. And it was my hired men who broke your leg 20 years ago, so you could never play again." Hearing this, Fung completely loses it. He realizes his mistake and, to forget the immense pain, wanders the streets drinking. Meanwhile, Singh was walking down the street. He sees a girl named Moe. Moe was kneading dough in a unique style using kung fu at a roadside shop, and seeing this, Singh is completely amazed. He approaches Moe and says, "Hey beautiful, you're quite the kung fu expert. And you look so cute too." As Singh says this, he quickly eats the cake Moe made. Moe realizes Singh is complimenting her because he wants to eat the cake, as she doesn't look that good. Her face is covered in scars. So Moe says, "You've already eaten 2 cakes, pay $2 and leave." Singh replies, "Oh my, where am I supposed to get that much money?" Saying this, he pulls out a few coins. But Moe doesn't agree. Finally, with no other option, Singh pawns his torn shoes to Moe and says, "I'll bring the money later and get my shoes back." But Moe, fed up with the smell of those old, tattered shoes, throws them in the trash. After this, Singh goes to a club to meet his friend Ironhead. Actually, this guy's head was really tough. He could crush very heavy things with his head. On the other hand, Singh was Steel Leg. His legs were very strong. So Singh says to Ironhead, "Brother, how much longer are you going to keep working as a waiter at a tea shop? You've ruined your life by not eating well or badly. Come on, let's put our kung fu to use." Ironhead says, "How is that possible?" Singh replies, "We can use kung fu through music. People will be happy and give us lots of money and we'll become celebrities." No sooner said than done. The next day, they put on kung fu outfits and start singing at Ironhead's boss's bar, announcing, "One of us is Ironhead and the other is Steel Leg." Hearing this, the audience comes up to test their heads and legs. Ironhead thinks to hit Steel Leg on the head, and Steel Leg kicks Ironhead in the leg. After getting beaten up like this, writhing in pain, they somehow manage to escape. Meanwhile, Fung is standing by himself, peeing on a wall. At that moment, he notices a bottle stuck in the wall. It's the same bottle that Singh had kicked into the sky the other day. As soon as he pulls on the bottle, the wall collapses. And on the other side of the broken wall, Fung sees Singh standing in front of some thugs. These are the same guys who beat up Singh and his friend at the bar yesterday. Now, with the help of a football, Singh starts beating them up kung fu style. With one kick after another, he completely thrashes them. Watching from a distance, Mr. Feng is left wide-eyed in shock. Oh my goodness, what did he just do? Afterwards, when Singh was sitting and resting, Fung came over to him, wanted to see his leg and touched it, saying, "Is this a leg or steel? I was looking for someone with legs like these." When Singh asks what he means, Fung says, "I mean, if you can show this leg's power on the football field, you could break a world record in just 2 days." After thinking for a moment, Singh says, "Hey, why didn't you say so before, man? Then I wouldn't have had to go around breaking bottles all this time." Now Singh asks, "Who's going to teach me how to play?" Fung replies, "I was a famous player back in the day," and he tells Singh about his history. Delighted, Singh says to Fung, "Teach me how to play football right now. I can't wait any longer." Fung explains that to truly learn football, first you absolutely need a proper pair of shoes. You simply can't do it with the worn-out junk you're wearing right now. Hearing this, Singh rushes back to the local bakery where he had previously pawned his old pair of shoes to Mui. Singh politely asks Mui to return his footwear, but Mui replies, "I've already thrown those stinky, dirty shoes deep in the trash." Hearing this, Singh turns to leave, feeling deeply down and discouraged, but Mui quickly calls him back and returns his mended shoes. As soon as Singh takes the shoes, he sees that Mui has carefully repaired them with patches. Seeing this, Singh is very happy and sincerely thanks Mui before departing. Then Singh goes to find his old friends to form a new football team, the very ones he learned kung fu with as a young child. But his friends are in a truly miserable state now. They barely make a meager living working in other people's homes and busy restaurants. Singh and Fung go to each of Singh's friends one by one to convince them to play football again. But seeing the sorry, broken state they're in, Singh's enthusiastic words seem like a cruel joke to them. One by one, they all drive Singh and Fung away. Finally, Singh meets his chubby friend and asks him to play football. The chubby friend says, "With my plump figure and weight, I can't run around. You should look for someone else." In the end, Singh and Fung sit together, feeling disappointed and utterly dejected. Meanwhile, after Singh leaves, his friends start to feel guilty for turning him away so harshly. They take out an old group photo from their childhood and get very emotional, and together, they decide to go to Singh. Singh is very happy about this reunion, and they all promise to stick together no matter what. Then begins their intense practice to become professional players. When Steel Leg Singh kicks the football with force, it disappears into the air, and everyone sits on the ground waiting for the ball to finally come back down. The coach then tells Singh, "Your legs are far too strong, so you need to practice kicking the ball gently." Then he gives Singh a few fragile eggs and says, "Practice with these without breaking them." As Singh practices with the eggs, he gradually learns to kick the ball softly and masters the difficult technique of hitting the ball accurately. The others also start learning their roles well. Now, to test them, the coach arranges a friendly match with a neighboring football. But the boys from that village were rowdy, aggressive, and thugged. They had no real interest in actually playing a fair game of football. The opposing team marched onto the field armed with heavy wrenches and hammers, looking ready to brutally beat up their rivals. The game begins, and the skilled kung fu players start dazzling the stunned opponents with their incredible kung fu moves. This deeply annoys the other team, and they aggressively start swinging their hammers and wrenches at them. At one point, after taking a severe beating, everyone collapses on the hard ground, completely exhausted, and under the immense pressure of the blows, Singh starts to dream that he is standing on a vast battlefield. Meanwhile, Ironhead unfortunately wets himself from the intense beating, then takes off his smelly underwear, waves it like a white flag, and says, "Brothers, we surrender. Please stop this now." But the cruel opponents refuse to calm down and continue to insult the kung fu players in various hurtful ways. "Won mi bis komsu, achar buntus sund avi." But now, the real surprise finally begins. All the Shaolin players suddenly regain their full kung fu powers, and it is as if they have turned into powerful missiles. Ironhead starts crushing the opponents with his iron head, and the rest use their own unique techniques to completely overpower them. Coach Fung is overjoyed and thinks to himself, "Now I will finally take revenge for Hung's past insult." Meanwhile, Hung is shown sitting by a luxurious swimming pool while his team, Team Evil, is practicing intensely underwater. It is clear how evil and powerful they truly are, and that no one has beaten them in the last 2 decades. Then Fung goes straight to Mr. Hung and boldly declares, "Now I have a strong football team and we are entering the upcoming national competition." But Hung bursts out laughing at the sight of the kung fu players and says, "Lame Fung, the unfit team you have put together will lose before they even step onto the field." Meanwhile, Singh takes Moy to a large shopping mall, and Moy is very happy because no one has ever taken her out before. She was not considered attractive, and her face had noticeable skin problems. Now, as someone is treating her kindly for the very first time, Moy gradually falls in love with Singh. But at that moment, the mall owner comes and asks Singh, "Why haven't you done your job yet?" Actually, Singh had told the mall owner that he wanted to spend some quality time with a girl there, and in exchange, he would clean the mall's floor. The owner agreed to this deal. Singh then tells Moy, "You should go now. I will come back after I finish my work." He then gets to work diligently mopping the mall floor. Finally, the first official football match begins, where they face a new team. The players of that team, especially after seeing the chubby guy, burst out laughing at the Kung Fu team. But as soon as the game starts, Singh scores a goal with a single powerful kick. The opposing team's captain is completely shocked. Every time they get the ball, it is another goal. The other team loses their minds and realizes what they are really up against. One after another, the Kung Fu players score 40 goals that day, completely whitewashing the opponents. And this news quickly reaches Mr. Hung. It is as if the sky has fallen on Hung. Now, the second match begins. And once again, everyone uses amazing techniques, scoring goal after goal. Some soar through the air like birds, while others trap the ball in their stomachs and score. After seeing such a game, TV channels line up to cover them. Each Kung Fu player becomes a celebrity overnight. Big companies approach them for sponsorships. That very day, their fortunes change. They throw away their old, tattered shoes together in celebration and put on expensive new ones. Next, we see Moy. She goes into a beauty parlor and tries to make herself even more beautiful by applying flour, dough, and lipstick as she pleases. She wants to show her new look to Singh, so she goes to meet him. Singh introduces Moy to his friends, and together they have a great time. At one point, Moy tells Singh, "I like you, and I think I love you." But thick-headed Singh replies, "You're just my friend. I've always thought of you as a friend." Hearing this, Moy is heartbroken and leaves. But because she was hanging out instead of working at the shop owner starts to beat her. And right then, Moy, in Kung Fu style, gives the owner such a beating that even she doesn't know how she did it. Now the tense and thrilling semi-final match begins. Here, the Kung Fu players face off against a strange team that hasn't lost a single match in the past year. This team plays brilliantly. They dribble past all the Kung Fu players and take the ball close to the goal, but as soon as they kick, the Kung Fu goalkeeper grabs the ball in a flash. Seeing this, the entire opposing team is stunned. At one point, the penalty shootout begins and everyone takes turns kicking the ball towards the goal. But the Kung Fu goalkeeper amazes everyone by stopping each shot like a falcon, one after another. Then, with a throw of his hand, he sends the ball directly into the opposite goalpost, scoring a goal and winning the match for the Kung Fu team. Hang is now in a terrible state. He offers to buy Feng's team, but Feng doesn't want to make the same mistake as before. He rejects the offer outright. Meanwhile, Singh goes to Moy's shop to give her a ticket to watch the final match at the stadium. But not finding Moy there, he asks the owner. The owner says, "She put too much salt in the bread for the past few days, so I fired her." Hearing this, Singh picks up a piece of bread discarded by a customer and tastes it, realizing it's not regular salt from a packet. It's actually the salty mixture of Moy's tears. In reality, after Singh rejected Moy's love, she cried for days, and her tears mixed with the dough, making the food salty. At that moment, Singh realizes how much he has hurt Moy. Now comes the much anticipated moment: Kung Fu players versus Team Evil. The crowd erupts with excitement all around. Right from the start, the Kung Fu team uses their unique techniques to advance the ball towards the evil team's goalkeeper. Singh uses his steel leg and Kung Fu power to kick the ball hard towards the goal. The ball, propelled by incredible force, turns into a blazing fireball and speeds towards the goal. But astonishingly, the evil team's goalkeeper stops it with one hand. The Kung Fu team is left in shock. Singh says, "Has my leg lost its power or what? There's something that hasn't been mentioned." Hang already knew this team had Kung Fu power, so he gave his evil team a terrifying drug that increased the player's physical abilities tenfold for a few hours. Now, instead of giving the ball to his own team, the goalkeeper throws it back to Singh as a challenge. Singh kicks again, but the goalkeeper easily catches it. Then, when the evil goalkeeper throws the ball, it knocks down the Kung Fu goalkeeper. The Kung Fu goalkeeper jumps up and throws the ball back at them as a challenge, but he doesn't know just how powerful they've become now. Team Evil then kicks the ball with such force that it turns into a cyclone, heading straight for the goalpost and sweeping away the goalkeeper with it. The goalkeeper's hands are shredded and start bleeding, but he hides his hand behind his back. Then, the evil team takes another shot, and this time, the speed of the ball burns the Kung Fu goalkeeper's hands, sending him flying out of the goal with the ball. He is left completely unconscious and is urgently taken off the field. Now the game takes a new turn. Team Evil, at full speed, pounces on the Kung Fu players. We see Ironhead get hit on the head by Team Evil in the same way he attacks others, leaving his nose and mouth twisted. Another player, while using a flying technique, is kicked down by Team Evil and his body sinks into the ground. In this way, the entire Kung Fu team is left half dead. At halftime, the Kung Fu players are seen lying motionless while the other players flee the game to save their lives. When the game resumes, another Kung Fu player is put in as goalkeeper. But as the evil team shoots ball after ball, they hit the Kung Fu goalkeeper's body like fireballs, tearing him apart. But at one point, he uses his Kung Fu power to trap the ball with his stomach and throws it hard. The evil team players are knocked aside and the ball goes straight to Singh. Singh also kicks the ball hard towards the goal, but the evil team's goalkeeper stops it just before it goes in. Enraged, the evil team targets the Kung Fu goalkeeper with a kick that tears him apart. Now, the Kung Fu team has no goalkeeper left. So the coach decides to blow the whistle, accept defeat, and end the game right there. But just then, a bald person appears and says, "I want to be the goalkeeper." No one recognizes this person, but Singh immediately realizes it's Mui. He says to Mui, "Are you crazy? What are you trying to do? They might kill you." But Mui refuses to move no matter what. Instead, she gives Singh her old shoes and says, "You're used to playing with these. Start over again." This time, Mui doesn't stand in her own team's goalkeeping position, but instead stands in the evil team's goal. Everyone laughs at this and realizes that this player has probably never touched a ball before. When Mui throws the ball, it lands at the feet of an evil player. That evil player then kicks the ball with all his might. The ball now comes hurtling toward Mui like a cyclone, but Mui uses her unique Kung Fu power to easily catch the ball and starts spinning it on her fingertip. Seeing this, the Kung Fu players burst out in joy. Then Mui passes the ball to Singh. Singh uses all his strength to kick the ball toward the goal. This time, the ball gains incredible speed, creating a tornado across the field, and the evil team's players are blown away like dry leaves. The power of the kick is so great that even the goalkeeper's clothes are torn off and fly away, leaving the goalkeeper completely naked. Witnessing this, Mr. Hung falls off the stage and has a heart attack. Meanwhile, the Kung Fu team wins. The whole stadium erupts in celebration and they win the multi-million-dollar Super Cup. And that's where the movie ends. Friends, the lesson here is that each of us has some special ability within us. If we can find it and put it to use, our success is guaranteed. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.